Battle control initialized.
What's up, guys? It's Black and back with some more Combined Arms content. I think we have another interesting match in these lower brackets for round 2. It is going to be Whocares playing in his green color as Collector 73, and his opponent rematching from his group stage games. It is going to be Nico playing as Zocom in his yellow. So yes, these two players played in group stage, and they split one apiece and then had to play a tiebreaker to see who finished first, and it was Nico. Both of these players now, unfortunately, finding themselves in the lower bracket, but they have some chance for vengeance here. At least Whocares does. Nico might just say, nah, this is it. This is mine. You were never meant to be anything, but we will see. We're on quarry, single mine, or single oil derricks in the middle, rather. Two mine here, one mine here. Kind of feels like it just bleeds into one with your harvesters and this kind of long distance mining after everything gets drowned up. We got a single mine here, double mine in the corner, and these two mines in the middle. I feel like it makes a little bit more sense just for map control to move up this way. Maybe a little bit more sense economically to move across this way. We'll have to see what these players decide to do. See that Nico is pushing out here, went rifles first into an NG. Whocares just immediately going to scout his base since he probably doesn't know what his opponent is. And he's also gone heavy into rifles with that NG slowly coming behind. Nico also going to scout this base. He knows that Nico, or Whocares rather, is Collector 73, so he can expect some bleacher play, something like that. Although Whocares known for his building random OP stuff. Let's see if he's got any tricks up his sleeve. Both these refs coming down basically the same time. A little bit slow now for Whocares because he's busy microing something. Oh, and two grenadiers out here as well. Interesting, interesting. I'm not sure what exactly Whocares was shooting, but this rifle scout definitely going to go down. Rifle scout in Nico's base is going to see where that portal is. That's pretty much all he's going to see. So his grenadiers may be pretty good. If they come in later, we'll have to see. Whocares getting two rifle scouts in on Nico, seeing that he is indeed gone double ref, which, I mean, why wouldn't you go double ref in this one? I feel like War Factory first would be very risky. It's just kind of a shorter distance map, and, you know, grenadiers are always a problem. Two grenadiers are very effective, a little bit more effective than they are in OpenRA, but that is what it is. What else do we got going on here? So rockets coming out from both sides. Warp Sphere, very slow for Whocares. I'm not sure what that is about. He is full War Factory behind, basically. I think he forgot to build, and that is a bad sign. These grenadiers looks like they're going to be waiting just for a little while. There's two nice juicy power plants for them to grab later. But I do like this, just leaving these behind, especially since in Combined Arms, you know that people tend to move that main MC out rather quickly. So you can just kind of wait till you know that it's gone, and you move in, and there's going to be no defenses. Although smart players will leave some stuff or just have some defenses pre-built in place to kind of stop stuff like this. But no, these grenadiers are going to go in now. And there is nothing here. They might get this power plant. We'll have to see how quickly Whocares can respawn. He does respawn rather quickly, but yeah, this power plant is definitely going to go down. 3 more grens, 2, 1, and down. Wasting 1 gren there, but still putting Whocares in low power, and that War Factory is just now going to come down. So a little unfortunate there. He's not currently building. I think Whocares is having all he can take currently. Is Nico struggling today with these names. Nico have anything coming off the back side of this? Doesn't look like it. He's just macroing out, got 4 harvesters, and moving out with his MCV. He is going to move out to that right side, and so is Whocares. So all things considered, Whocares is just down 2 harvesters. I think army values are pretty close. Whocares actually having a bigger army value. He is building 1 harvester. I'll have to see if he wants to build one after that. Vulcan getting researched by Nico makes sense. You're up against grid, you're going to want to build Vulcans. I have to see if Whocares sticks with his leecher, like interloper play that I know he does, or if he's going to do something crazy. I keep saying that, and I'm keep hoping for it, but you never know. See that he is building interloper now, so that's a good sign. Bleacher will be tier 2, so probably see that after the ref right here, or quick move out again to this corner. Warrior sitting on the tib, gets 1 free rifle there, but more rifles come in, and there is a medic to clear that one up instantly. Do like that Whocares seems like some sort of vision on here. He's very aware of which way Nico's expanding, which is nice. Nico, on the other hand, is basically completely blind. He's trying to find these scouts, but unfortunately, Defender's Advantage will deny him that. And Whocares will be that much better off vision-wise. Code marker coming out here too, so it looks like pretty standard so far. Nerf Center is going to be coming out, and that will be a big difference. I expect some intruders to be coming out of that portal in just a second. Or rather, in 20-ish seconds, plus whatever build time it is for 500, which I think is 12 seconds, if I remember. I hear a jump jet trooper. Yes, that is a good anti-scout or anti-rifle scout. Not much else. Jump troopers can basically go down to 1 disintegrator. It's a little unfortunate there. I'd like to see them a little bit more powerful, but not super much, because you don't want something that can just rip through anti-infantry, anti-air units super quickly, anti-armor, etc., etc. Whocares, again, just going to quickly expand. Another rifle scout going down for Nico right there, and it's a jump jet trooper just trying to, you know, find stuff. Got a second one out here, and a little bit of armor move out with some MLSs. Don't see any Vulcans. In fact, he's not currently building from his war factory. That is unfortunate. We got a Warthog coming out, so he went air against Grin, which is always a bold move. And as you can see, that jump jet trooper just instantly down, and this one not going to get his way either, and it goes down. Yep. Whocares established there. Nico a little bit slower since he's stopped to build that airfield. Which also means, yes, he is at tier 2. And yep, both these players just kind of chilling and being passive. I think Whocares' army is bigger. Yes, it is double Nico's size. So not building from that war factory has slowed him down immensely. See that he's gone for bombardment, so the attack damage. I think, what else does bombardment do again? Let me take a look. It doesn't tell me, so unfortunate. I'm pretty sure it's attack damage and maybe speed. I think there's 2 things. Maybe it's aircraft, it gets more armor or something like that. Don't quite remember. But yeah, both these players kind of being very passive here. Nico a little bit behind the ball just because of those stalled war factor for a little while. Whocares moving out slightly. But again, this is kind of how this map plays. You just kind of keep your army here, and your opponent keeps your army here, and then whoever finds the advantage will do it. The leechers are indeed coming out, and I can see the intruders are coming out, so I'm not saying I know Whocares, but I know he likes this build. He is moving out. He's going to extend some Ravagers too, which is nice, but there is a Warthog. There's 2 Warthogs. This could be really bad. And there is going to be mobile sensor array, but unfortunately, Whocares actually might get into this base right here. Nico just pulling those Warthogs back at the same time. Oh, he can see that. He absolutely sees there's a bunch of vehicles there, and he's going to rotate the entire army. The commando coming out at an opportune time. Oh, some exosuits, unfortunately, just instantly going down. But Nico is in a lot of trouble here. This war factory going to go down. But these 2 Warthogs can make a huge difference. They're going to get a lot of the disintegrators. No, they do not get their bombs off, and Whocares keeps the majority of his army alive. Now it's going to be up to the commando. Can the commando get some good snipes? Nico does not have a whole lot of armor here, but neither does Whocares. It's going to be very close. He's trying to snipe the commando, but he wasted a lot of troops to do that. At the same time, Nico has no armor. Another Warthog coming in. This one should be a lot better. Just kidding. It doesn't even fire. And Whocares loses all of his army, and he still has a very similar size in army. And Whocares is going to be in the lead here now without a war factory. Nico is up to 2 airstrips and a barracks. He's a little bit behind on his expansions as well. Whocares also has a Grappa stabilizer himself. I'm sure he's building a Storm Rider out of it. So what else are you going to build? Also see that he's picking the Rebel Alliance. So we're going to see some Impalers, maybe some Nullifiers, maybe the Gateway Portal as a support power if this game goes on that long. I'm not sure how long this game is. But I can't believe we've seen 3 Warthogs and they've dropped a total of like 2 bombs. With this clutch mobile sensor array, I did not think it was going to get there, but he deployed it and just caught that army attacking on the edge of his division. And actually, this Warthog is going to have a lovely time, unless it just wastes its bomb like that. But there is no anti-air here. 1 Gunwalker now, and 1 Storm Rider to ward off those Warthogs. So go in and air against Grin. Very, very bold move, and it's so far it hasn't worked out. But I think that's just more mechanically than strategy-wise. Nico, on the other hand, he really needs to focus on that war factory. He's going to get it back out, and he needs to pump out a ton of armor. I would honestly, yeah, you got to go another ref because you're out, but he needs to go into 2 war factories really quick. Mobile sensor array getting cleaned up by Storm Rider there. Nice move by Whocares. And I heard that Mastermind coming out as well. He's going to attack in the same spot. Not a bad idea. Oh, that commando gets picked off instantly. That is a nice pick there. That is going to make a huge difference. The only downside is that Storm Rider probably would like to kill these MLRs as well. But it is what it is. My only worry for Whocares here is I just don't know if he has the mass. He needs to keep these Ravagers alive, and he'll be okay. These Ravagers get set in first in front of these Leechers. He's going to be in a lot of problems. He's going to try to kill the Harvesters, but I think that's actually a bad move here. He needs to deal with the army. And the Ravagers are in good position. And yeah, they are cleaning up. Everything goes down there. Oh, The Warthog finally gets a good drop there, but not much. And now there's nothing but MLSs. But the problem with MLSs is they can kind of kite this. Oh, except for if the leeches actually get a shot on him and they'll slow him down. But Whocares looking in good position here. He's going to kill Nico's power plant. I'm not sure if Nico can do anything about this. A zone trooper coming out, but that is not what we really want here. Not when there's 3 leechers camping your barracks, and barracks is going to go down. That means Nico is down to War Factory and 2 airfields again. He's got a little bit of army. I can see that Whocares was floating, but I think Whocares is in a dominant position here. He even expanded all the way across here, which is really surprising. I'm not sure why he wouldn't just take this. Maybe he wants to lock this down for Nico so he can't. Disruptor coming out here, very interesting. I see that Nico did try to get that EMP out there, but he is going to lose his tech center in just a second here. 1 ORA, not enough. Let's also research the, what is it called again? Hailstorm missiles. But unfortunately, Nico just going to call it GG there. Whocares looking pretty strong in that game. I thought this attack went decently well getting that War Factory, and again, Nico having that War Factory stalled kept him down so much in armor. Losing it again really kept his armor value down, and Whocares was able to push through there. So that is it for game 1. Let's jump to game 2.
Battle control initialized.
Alright, we are back here for game 2. Whocares has picked Collector, and we have a Soviet any, and he got Iraq for Nico. So Iraq is going to be very good against the light armor element of Skrin. Whocares might have to switch up his strategy a little bit unless he gets a just very clean game like he did last time. But we'll have to see. We are on Krakow, of course. So we got these Volterics littered throughout the middle. Decent-ish starting eco. Huge double mine expansion here. Both sides, and then this one in the middle, which seems like it's not a lot. By the time you get there, it's fully saturated. You got this little small one in the back, which is also pretty decent, but it's more of a very late game, like minute 20 almost before you get it. There's just so much eco on this map after the early game. I'll have to see what these players want to do. I see that Nico is going to the bottom. He's also got a dog out, which I like. There is one warrior there. He could absolutely kill that and maybe get this engineer, or he could just use that dog with its superior vision advantage, kind of dance around and get that engineer anyways. We will have to see. There's also a dog up here, so he's going to know exactly where Whocares is going. Whocares is trying to be cheeky and get these backside old Erics, but unfortunately for Nico, I think he's in a good position there, unless these dogs get killed. Oh, and they are going to get killed, at least that one. We'll have to see about this one. It looks like it will share the same fate. Nope, he gets that one out of there. Nice, nice. So, yep, dance around the infantry, find it. But now that Whocares has seen the dog, he is going to go back and protect his infantry, his engineer. So I like that play. Oh, that dog, so close. Could have absolutely got that warrior, and then that engineer would have been dead. But as it stands, Whocares is going to get away with this cheeky backline old Erics. Get those free. Oh, and I see some grenadiers popping through the middle again. And I see 2 old Erics out there for Nico. But unfortunately, he needs to go up to the grab that one. That would be much smarter than trying to steal from Whocares. Oh, grenadiers doing decent damage to infantry. Unfortunately, that one just barely misses. And his grenadiers not going to trade very well. 1 warrior for basically 300. Oh, the barrels barely lucky that Whocares was not paying attention. They could have lost a lot more. This engineer is going to go down at decap, which, you know, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. At the same time, getting that $300 refund is probably a little bit better in the early stage. You could use a 3rd engineer if he really wants to decap. And I see that he is building a 3rd engineer, so we'll have to see. Whocares coming in to see if this is capped, just as the rifles move away. A little unfortunate there. He might actually be building another engineer, and he is. He might go back and decap himself. Gunwalker is out too, so Nico has to be wary of that. This is a very active early game. Did not expect it. There's another Gunwalker out here, so Whocares did get the decap there, and he is going to secure this one, which is nice. But Whocares is also going to decap him here as well, or he's going to go all the way down to the bottom. Makes a little bit more sense. You know, these ones are a lot closer, a lot easier to pressure, and there is some rifles there. I don't think Whocares should honestly be too scared of these. In fact, killing these now would be great. I think this is what I was talking about in a game a little while ago. Going War Factory first like this, which he might have, I'm not sure, but killing these early infantry, pretty good. Oh, the dog did get the engineer on the backside, so that's nice. Dodges the 1st and 2nd chemical tower shot too, which is great. As a result, we are kind of evened out. 1800 to 600, so Whocares is doing great on the destroy loss there, but not so much on the army value. So I'm assuming that he did go War Factory first. I guess I could actually tell because that is the thing here. Let's see, we have War Factory first indeed, so This is lovely. I think this is the first time I've ever used the build order tab to check on that, but that is a great thing. Thank you, whoever made that. Probably Ink or Dark Academic. Both of them are responsible for so many joys in this mod. This warrior just going to be very mean to this old Eric, and it's going to be very annoying in my head for a while. And this warrior going to kill that rifle scout there, which is nice. And these gunwalkers being so nice, just picking off so much infantry. If he only knew there's a 5 stack of rifles right there, that is prime real estate. But honestly, I think he could just take all that. I mean, maybe he'd lose it to the rockets, but that'd probably be a worthwhile trade in my opinion. This dog actually going to get the warrior. Thank you. This is now my probably top 5 dogs of all time, just for that. Now I don't have to listen to it. Said Whocares is probably going to come down with much more and make my ears even more bleeding, but I should probably just turn down the volume a little bit, eh? So this is a lot of dogs out for Nico, and I am not sure why. That is probably a mistake here, unless he's doing like terror dogs and getting them upgraded somehow. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's probably an oops, because he's not building anything from his infantry production. So I'm not sure what it is. Great scouts, but very easy to pick off. Very expensive. There is 5 dogs. That is 1,000. There was 6, so that's 1,200 that he's not having in infantry right now, and you know that means he only has a 3,700 value in army. Whocares is already starting to balloon up. Nico's also gone in the middle here, and Whocares has gone to his natural, so that's kind of weird. So Oral Derek is going to go down eventually. And I like that Whocares is sending that one warrior down there just to cover it. The dogs are just patrolling, doing stuff, I guess. Finally sells off the kennel. Did he get 75 from that? That's a weird sell value. Maybe it was a chemical tower then. That had to be the... I'll have to check it out. That's weird. Anyways, he's finally starting to get some tanks out for his army right now, so the army values are looking a little bit healthier. Whocares has a very strong army here. I think he's just in a little bit better position. Tier 2 is out for him. Nico is going to be a little bit behind, not terribly, 20 seconds. Not many tier 2 stuff coming out for Whocares just yet. In fact, his war factory is idle. That is bad. As soon as I say that though, he starts building in, so not terrible at all. Oh, he's going for Gravity Stabilizer as well. I see the Leechers are coming out, and yes, those Intruders, that is like a favorite combination of his, and they work so well together. The Leechers slow everything down, and the Intruders just kill everything else. And if there's anti-infantry, then the Leechers get to heal up too, so it's a very strong unit composition, but it is countered by air, which is, you know, funny because you can just mix in gunwalkers and then it's not counter anything. Looks like a heavy tank coming in here, trying to find some tank harass, but it's just going to get poked at. Should eventually get out of there because I'm pretty sure it's faster, but yeah, Whocares doesn't want to chase with his gunwalkers, they will just die. Nico revealed that he has a pretty big army up here. Whocares rotating an entire army up there, so I would love to see a little bit of a split, just like this right here, which looks like he's almost incidentally doing, and send that down to here where you expect your opponent's expansion to be, only it's up here. Then you could just, you know, for sure integrate. Heavy tank trying to go and harass again, but there's an intruder there that's going to ward it off. Storm Rider goes down, but it does see there's a big army there, and I think Whocares is in a good position to just kill this. He's got to get his infantry up there. He's trying to just use his vehicles, but this army is going to get cleaned up for sure, and Nico is going to be in that much more trouble. Whocares not losing a single unit so far. One gunwalker probably going to go down here, but Nico losing the entirety of his armor. Assume that tank got cleaned up in the back as well. Oh, he actually might lose a gunwalker. There he goes one. He's probably going to lose a few more since they're super low health. Oh, that tank shoots on the interloper instead. Unfortunate there. Whocares getting lucky. Would love to see a repair facility, or is it regeneration bay for Skrin? You got a lot of low health units. Just healing up would be great. As it stands, he's in an excellent position to just push through his base if he really wants to. Just has to worry about a little bit of these defenses. Oh, he's on a move command. Gets lucky there that he decides to shoot at the harvesters. And we'll have to see how this engagement goes. Whocares is going to back up for now. If Nico chases, I think that'll be really bad for him. Whocares is really light on armor, so maybe not. At the same time, there's just a lot more army there. It's basically double what Nico has. There's a lot of units that will heal up. Storm Rider coming back in too. Gonna try to kill the V2, I assume, which will be pretty good. V2 shot. Pretty good. Gets a lot of disintegrators there. Here's something going on somewhere. I don't know what it is. But Nico is going to repel that assault for now. But it does tell Whocares that Nico is in position for this. Behind coming out, and tier 3 for Nico, which is nice. Whocares also on tier 3, and now he's going to move down. He's probably, yep, straight to the bottom. Makes sense here. I mean, I think moving here would still be a little bit better. That way you can always expand backwards, but it's definitely going to be safe to move to that bottom corner. We'll have to see if both these players are going to see each other scouting. These Storm Rider are going back for ammo, maybe eventually. Just scouting for now. Yep, he's just making sure there's nothing coming on the top, which there is another heavy tank over there. I'm not sure why he's, I mean, the leechers are a good focus, but there's also a ton of intruders right there. Oh no, unfortunately, I think Whocares is in a way better position here. These tanks out of position. There is so much for Nico to deal with. I don't know if he can deal with this attack. Nope, Boris could make a difference here. This is going to be huge. Mine's coming down on the backside as well, but these leechers just shredding the infantry. But Boris is on the bottom, unopposed in that chemical tower, getting a huge hit there. V2 coming in as well. I think Whocares is actually going to trade about a little bit better here. Boris is going to clean up the rest of the infantry. The Storm Rider is out. I was going to say he could kill Boris. Leecher goes down before we can get Boris, so Nico holds on, and it's actually looking a little bit less bleak for him. The army values are very similar. Economically, they are pretty similar. Nico a little bit ahead. But I think Nico is going to be out of Tib. He's going to have to expand again. As soon as I say that, he is doing that, so I love it. These guys are basically on par with me. Heavy tank in the back here doing a little bit of damage, but Whocares is aware of it. I guess he does not like anti-air. He's just doing intruders and leechers. I mean, it's a very strong composition. You can see how much damage those do to a heavy tank, and the slow is really nice, but you know, that makes this air actually very effective against him. And I see that he's gone Rebel again with Impalers, so even more slow. Yeah, these intruders pretty much free for these Hinds. Might get one more, and yeah, I don't think that Storm Rider is going to be able to kill both of these. He's definitely going to get one. Those Hinds definitely have paid for themselves with just that right there. That was easily 6k lost, plus more, I'm sure. Oh no, this seems to be getting blind sent. There's only 2 things here right now, but as soon as Whocares starts jumping on this, I think Nico is going to have to respond. Yeah, he's sending everything over. The axe were probably enough. And that dog actually getting something else. I think this is the same dog, so this is definitely one of my favorite dogs. Again, it's probably going to go down, but that dog has been a very good boy. Yes, these dogs have paid off dividends for Nico. I'm not sure if they were a mistake or what, but happy mistakes are things. That was something of a support power. I guess I could look and see. Or maybe something got upgraded. I don't know what it was. Maybe something got built. I don't know what that sound was. There was a sound. Could have been greater coalescence, maybe. Nope. That's getting cooldown. Maybe upgrades. I don't think so. Maybe it was blink back. But here we go. Another big engagement here. This time Boris goes down. And I don't think these Rhino tanks are going to be able to stand up to this. There is a lot of intruders here. But the Yaks could help maybe a little bit. Just not enough. Intruders are very tanky. V2 getting out of dodge because Nico's army is gone again. 7,000 to 13,000, so basically 2 to 1. Yak going down. Yak's not great at anti-infantry, more of anti-light. The Hinds, where are the Hinds? One's in the top. I think he now hasn't built them. He switched to Yaks. I'm not sure why. Maybe it was for the Mastermind. Maybe that's what I heard. We also got Mammoth tanks coming out, but I think Mammoth tanks are the wrong decision here. With this composition, they're just going to go down very quickly, get slowed down as soon as they try to run away. So I'm not a fan of this here. Nico's expansion is under a lot of pressure. That MCV instantly getting burst down, and it is going to be gone. Atomic shells is going to be nice, but you can see this Mammoth tank just not long for this world. Nice V2 shot there, and Boris coming in on top. It's fine, maybe going to save this expansion, but not the ref for sure. Oh no, it goes on top. Instantly gets killed by the Gunwalker there, and now Nico is in a world of hurt. He switched to Tesla tracks, which I think is better than the Mammoth tanks. I mean, honestly, he's not Russia, so he can't build there. Maybe just Desolators or Rat Troopers with Tesla tanks would be really strong against this composition. Call them Tesla tanks, but they're Tesla tracks. Because that just solves a lot of range issues and solves a lot of light issues. So, as it stands, I think Whocares is in a phenomenal position here. He's expanding and taking away that expansion from Nico as well. He's mined up on top. He's looking to take this game if Nico cannot find a way back. V2 is up to Veteran State 2, which is nice, so there's a chance there. Boris is out, so there's always a chance there. I'm not sure what that was for the Yak, but it did kill something. So we will have to see. The Boris, oh, if Boris gets caught right here, It's going to be unfortunate. Leecher getting down, so Coalescence was researched. V2 gets a shot off, but it's not great. Yeah, I think there's just too little for Nico to do right there. He's trying. Okay, the Atomic Bomb could be good, but he has to freeze Whocares here, and Whocares is going to move out and get majority of his stuff away. I think. Maybe not. He's stuck there. Does not get much at all. And that Leecher is actually going to heal up all that infantry. Unfortunate there. Well played by Whocares. That looked really strong again. I've seen some of these games where one player just looks really strong, which I'm really excited for when they run into the other player, and we'll have to see who wins there. But that is going to be Whocares taking 2-0. Nico did not get to settle this. Whocares gets his revenge, and we'll be back next week.